Namaste YouTube, welcome to CAFE ENOMA. We are going to give our reaction to Halloween's We Got the Right.
We have done a few reactions to Halloween already. Please watch them if you haven't already and tell us what you think about our reactions to Halloween. Let's get started with our first time single take honest reaction to Emerald Dawn's request. We Got the Right.
Don't turn your head back to the wall. Don't close your eyes and wait for your fall. If you believe that you know in this time you've got anything to win. If you believe that you know that I say you lose again. In this time there's nothing to get for you. You cannot really do what you want. You're a child, a prisoner in your own mind. You're a victim of this hopeless time. You better believe what you do has a sense. It's not for nothing. You better believe for the troubles you have when prayers are daily. Why don't you help yourself and do the best? Hold on the bones, pick up the little ass. Why don't you stand up to say who you are? To show the people that paradise is not far. Got the right to look into the future without no need to hide. No, we won't accept what you do. We stand up cause we're not the people that you can abuse. Oh, can you see? We got the right to say we are here. To see the light. No, we don't wanna lose again. Stand up, you people, to save the world as good as you can. It's what they expect that we do. Why don't you open your eyes to uncover all of these lies? I think you would accept this compass with your fist fight for your rights. Oh, can you see? We got the right to say we are here. To see the light.
just love the voice of Michael Kiske. It's just, it's beyond incredible. The way he hits those high notes so consistently, so often, is just remarkable. He has to be one of the top 3 lead vocalists in heavy metal.
Yeah.
Definitely, because of his range. The way he hits those high notes so effortlessly, and the way he stretches them. To hit high notes is one thing. To stretch those notes as he does, you won't get it that often. You'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in the world right now in heavy metal and rock music who can do that. So he's one of them. Amazing. Great song. Very inspiring, very deeply motivational lyrics. It connects with you wholeheartedly, and it's amazing. It will be interesting to see what you have to say and what we discuss now in the next 10-12 minutes. What are your thoughts on this one, Kirti?
We got the right. As the title says, so does the song. It's all about letting people know we have the right to do what we want to do and to stand up against the wrong things that are happening in the world. Most of the times we let the system do what they want to do because we think what they are doing is the right thing they are doing, and we don't know what is right and what is wrong. But we got the right to find out what is the right thing and also to stand up for it and let others not take anything for granted. When it comes about rights, many people also ignore that newborn children too have the same rights as adults, since they are already the citizens of this world, whether they are young or whether an elderly person who's very old and can't really talk or has the strength to do a lot of the things that others can do. So rights are equally with everybody, not with the people who can speak and who can protest and who can go out there and make all the noise and say we have the right. Because what is happening, about 10 years ago or so, human rights was very strong and very valid things would happen in the name of human rights, and all the courts and all the systems were very protective of it. But because of the media and the influence of media and the changing trends in the society, and because of the media again, because of the boost and the way it is flourishing at the moment, the only people who are talking about any rights, whether it is human rights or any rights as far as people are concerned, they are only the people who want to sway the minds and the thoughts of the people in a different direction. Where I'm coming to is only those bodies, certain entities and certain organizations who are very twisted in putting out the human rights for their own agendas. I don't see common human being fighting for the human rights. I only see the big noise makers who have some agenda in using people and telling them what their human rights are, and I'm going to fight for you because they have some agenda in it. I can say most of the NGOs who are doing it, and many of the organizations who say they are fighting in the name of animals and in the name of people and XYZ, but they aren't really fighting for the right causes at the moment. That's what I say.
For me, I see it more of an inspirational song, not about, fighting for your rights and we got the right. Definitely that is the title of the song, but I have talked about this many times.
Yeah.
So I'll talk more about the inspirational aspects of it. That everyone can pursue their dreams, no matter what their dreams may be. You have the freedom to do what you choose in life. Like you said, that when we are born into the world, we automatically become citizens of the world.
Yeah.
We do not have to restrict ourselves to just a particular land or a country and things like that. We must, our parents and teachers must teach all children and infants that we are citizens of the world. We belong to planet Earth, and planet Earth belongs to all of us. So we must be responsible enough to realize that we have our place in this world, and that place we must exercise our rights for that place, and we must do what is fitting for that place, and we must do whatever we want to do. Now, if you love music, create music. There should be nothing stopping you from creating music. If you love running, run. You can't become a runner by just sitting in a chair and not running. So the same goes with all fields. There are so many people in the world today who think that they can become runners without running. I'm using it as a hypothetical example. They can become runners without running. It's not possible. You cannot become a baseball player without playing baseball. Whether you're the pitcher or the hitter, you have to be one of them to play baseball. Or a catcher. If you're a phenomenal catcher, perhaps you'll get a place in the side just because of that. But you must play baseball. That is what Halloween is talking about here in part of the song. You talked about the main part. I'm talking about a side angle, giving a different view as a counselor. The fact is, we must pursue our dreams. We all have the right to pursue our dreams. If our dream is to be professional reactors and to be the best reactors that we can be, not on YouTube, because there may be unfair play going on, there may be manipulation going on by other reactors or the platform, who knows? So we can only be the best we can be. We can only do a job that the best we can do. And we have every right to do it. And we have every right to stand up against whosoever blocks our path towards achieving that goal. If you think that, we should not stand up and fight for our rights, that is wrong. Same goes with any other field. You may be working in an office. There may be hundreds of other people in the same office building as you. But if you have a goal as an office worker that I want to work 9 to 5 and this is what I want to achieve by the end of the year, go for that goal. Don't let the memos, don't let the bosses, don't let anyone else in that office building deter you from pursuing what you believe is your right to achieve. So that is what I love about this song. Beautifully sung, great music. Pursue your dreams, go for what you believe in. Right from a young age, we should be told that we have a right to pursue our dreams. We have a right to live a phenomenal life. It is sad that the world is divided into first world, second world and third world countries by the United Nations. It is such a shameless thing to say that we belong to a third world country. Because the first world countries decided that we are a third world country. But the fact is, let's assume that they made a great mistake, which I do believe they did. You can't really divide countries into first world, third world and third world countries. What are you telling to the whole world? That this is a third world guy? It's no wonder we are discriminated against on such a platform. Because if United Nations can do it with the whole world, why will the rest of the people not do it? But the fact is that even if you're a third world guy or a third world gal, you must realize that you have a right to fight for what you believe in. You have a right to go out there and pursue your dreams. And that is why the CEO of this platform's company is an Indian. The CEO of Microsoft, the operating system that most of us use, is an Indian. The CEOs of various banks, various big companies around the world, Fortune 500,000 companies around the world, most of them or many of them at the top positions are Indian. Because even though we are labeled as third world citizens and we are treated very badly on different platforms, the fact is that we know that we have a right and we are equal to everyone else out there. And whether we are equal or not, we must fight for what we believe in. We must do the best we can. And as a result of it, you have people like us, many people around the world who are Indians, who are achieving phenomenal success in their world. And it goes beyond Indian, it goes beyond African, it goes beyond Chinese. Any third world citizen will know what I'm talking about here. That no matter who you are, where you belong to, you need to believe in yourself. And that belief comes from a very young age. It comes from our parents, primarily our parents, and it comes from the teachers and the remaining components of the system that we live in. We must be told that we must believe in ourselves. Even if the rest of the world says that we cannot do this, we must believe that we can do it. If we believe, we can do. And there are thousands and thousands of examples out of billions of people on this planet. There may be just 1 million examples to give. But those 1 million people, are responsible for the happiness and success of the remaining 7 odd billion people that in the world right now. It's just 1 million people, less than 1% of the world's population. But those 1 million people who believed in themselves, the remaining 99.9% didn't believe in themselves. And you can see the state of the world thanks to that disbelief, or due to that disbelief. It's not thanks to it. But that 1%, that 0.001% who believed in themselves makes the world go round. Literally makes the world go round. Because they make sure that they do what they believe in. They do it with all their might. They do it because they enjoy doing it. We continue making reactions despite anything that happens on this platform, all the negativity, all the discrimination that may be experienced every single day. We continue doing what we want to do because we believe we are good at it. And two, we believe in ourselves. And that's all that matters. And Halloween said it so beautifully. I'm giving a lot of examples connected to reactions and our lives because that's what I know to do. That's my belief in myself and my skills. As a counselor, as a teacher, I believe in myself. And if I don't believe in my skills as a counselor and as a reactor and as a teacher, who will? Who will? There are not too many people out there who will stand up and fight for you when the chips are down or when the people are against you. There are not too many people. Even family members and close friends disappear when you have problems. And if you haven't faced this, ask them for a big loan and you'll know what I'm talking about. So this is what I'll have to say about this song, Halloween.
Wow.
3 minutes to go. What do you have to say, Kirti?
Everything that you already said. I also remember the line in the song that actually, hit me when it came. We are the prisoners of our own mind, or in our own mind. And at times we are prisoners of other people's minds too, and other people's thoughts too. I add to that. We are prisoners of other people's opinions too. We are prisoners of other people's judgments too. We are prisoners of everything what others think about us too. And that's what we have to break free of. That's also is what we've got the right to do. Because it is our right to break free of all those perceptions and all those barriers of others' thoughts, others' imposed ideas, others' imposed everything, including the one that you said, third world country. Others may believe it, being UN too believes it, there is a division in the same world, on the same planet. But if you want to break free of that, you can do that. And many people, as you already named, have already proven that we don't need such tags. But unfortunately, a lot of things happen only based on data and stats. And that's why there are so many things that happen without giving importance to the minute things and the traits and salient features of places. It's all about data and all about stats that these decisions are taken upon. This also reminded me when you were talking about all the things in the growth phase, how it happens and how we break free of these barriers of Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of self-esteem. Actually, I'm not a huge believer of that, but I do feel that actually makes a difference if you follow it. The psychology, safety, love and belonging, esteem and self-actualization. If you actually follow this with the growing generation, with the children, this is what will happen to them. And it is very important. When we work upon their psychology, when they have been given a safer environment and they know they get love, affection and they belong to some place, that's when their esteem can be built in a positive way. And that's when the self-actualization will happen in a negative or positive way. What you give, that's what they will get. And it's very important in a growing child's mind or in a growing population. In the phase of growing, not in a growing population, in the phase of growing.
Yeah, so great song by Halloween. Love the voice of Michael Kiss.
I love the guitar.
Love the guitaring.
Yeah.
Great sound Halloween has. And it's a phenomenal song, inspirational song for me.
Yeah.
And I think both of us loved it. That's about it. Thanks for the request. That's about it for this one.
Thanks for watching.